a theologian, I have to bring in aspects that are pertinent to the person and theologically speaking. So the human soul, we have to understand that the human soul, to begin with this, exists essentially on the confines of what is spiritual and what is corporeal. So here in the debate earlier, we were talking about the body, we were talking about the animation of the body, what makes a person a person. And essentially, it's the soul that makes us people. And the soul is a rational soul. As Father Austriaco was saying, the soul has an intellect, it has a will, it has those two faculties. And St. Thomas defines actually the soul as the horizon eternitatis, the horizon of eternity. Because the soul, in man, we are able to have our foot in two different spheres, both the material and the spiritual. That's what makes us unique. So I'm going to stem a lot of my discussion from a Thomistic point of view. It's a human nature according to St. Thomas, very explicitly. The composite of soul and body is the unity of form and matter. What makes the difference is that human soul has, in effect, what I just said, two faculties, the intellect and the will. The intellect that is able to understand reality, intus legere, to read into reality. The will that is an appetite, that is a rational appetite. It's not just any appetite, it's a rational appetite. So the soul is an immaterial power that is united to a material body in a truly awesome way. And the soul is made for the body. The soul is not like an angel. An angel can be itself without being connected to the body. And that's why when a person dies, we call that person anima separata, because the soul has been separated from the body that it's naturally inclined to be. This worldview clashes with the accounts we find in modern philosophy since Descartes. In Descartes, you have a dualism. This is very important to keep this in mind. In Descartes, you have a dualistic worldview of the res cogitans and the res extensa, the thinking being and the extensa, and I'll go more into this. And this also clashes with the Hobbesian worldview, which is materialistic. So we're seeing that we are, from a Catholic perspective, we clash philosophically. Both of these worldviews reject the very notion of the soul as the animating and directing principle of the body taught by the holomorphic unity we read in Aristotle and St. Thomas. The hylomorphic unity, it's called, hylomorphismo, hylomorphism. It's important also to keep in mind that Sokolowski says, he's a theologian in Washington, he says that when we talk about the soul, we should talk about animation. The word is animation. The advantage of this word, Sokolowski teaches, has the advantage of referring to a living being. We cannot think of its animation apart from it. And so that way you understand that soul has to be connected to a body. It has to animate something, or else it doesn't make any sense.